It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have a can of Lab Culture Droitwich Salt. It's a Blackcurrant Brine Springs beer. So it's a brine beer sourced from pure brine springs, coming in at 4.5% ABV. So brine, if you're unaware of brine, if you don't know what brine is, I generally know what brine is from when you open a tin of tuna. It's that salty water that helps preserve the tuna in the can. These days there's several ways to preserve tuna. I mean, there's sunflower oil. I've seen tins of tuna with sunflower oil and water, fresh water, but the old school way used to be brine, a salted water. So I'm a little bit apprehensive and I'm a little unsure about this beer. Without further ado, let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. It's pink. It's pink. Oh, look at that! I'm changing my mind as I pour the beer. I'm not so apprehensive anymore. I know exactly what style of beer this is going to be. I want to get the can of beer or the glass up to the microphone here to let you listen to that. It's going to be one of those German style gozes, a salted beer where they actually add salt to the beer, but they've actually sourced this from pure brine springs, so it's naturally salted water. There's so much blackcurrant in this beer, it's unreal. Look at that, look at the colour. It's almost a vision of what they've called the beer, Blackcurrant Brine Springs. Have a look at the beer. You can almost see the saltiness in the liquid. And of course you can see the black currants in the liquid also by the colour. Lots of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. A hazy blackcurrant juice looking beer. Let's get the aroma. It smells delicious. It smells absolutely delicious. I knew it would, but I think Lab Culture, add in the word brine. That's a really brave thing to do. That's a really, it's like Marmite before Marmite come along. Everybody knows Marmite now as either love it or hate it. Using the word brine in a beer with blackcurrant, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate this beer. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, it's fantastic. Definitely going down the approach, going down the track of being one of those German salty beers, the gozes that they call them. It's got a slightly briny, salty, seawatery like mouthfeel, but as soon as you try and concentrate your mind on it being briny and salty, and almost like your mind is looking at the negative aspect of the beer, as soon as you try and tune into that negative aspect, the blackcurrant is there just to whip you off your feet and make you enjoy the beer. The beer is terrific. When all of these flavours come together, it's a wonderful match. It's drinkable, it's refreshing. Carbonation pushes the beer round to the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour even. It's been a long day, it really has. And it's only 10 o'clock. I've been up since 2:45 this morning. So I'm into my, blimey, I'm into my my 7th hour of the day already, and it's still the morning. I had to take my family to the airport in Bristol, about an hour and a half away, hour and a half back. But of course, you've got to wake up first, get yourself prepared for the journey, have a cup of coffee at least. Yeah, and it's just, it's 7 hours into my day already. So hence the slight word mishaps. This is wonderful. It's slightly, as I mentioned earlier, it's slightly kind of seawatery and salty, but at the same time, it's light and fluffy and refreshing and drinkable, and it makes you want to just keep sipping at the beer, drinking the beer, because of the amount of blackcurrant in there. It's wonderful. Weird and wonderful. Yeah? Weird and wonderful. That, for me, says it all. Sometimes in life you need the weird and the wonderful to break down the normality of life, the grind, the working week, if you like, just to do something different, just to break out of your mold. Just, exactly that. A brine blackcurrant gozer. That's about as different as you're gonna get from being normal. But I've just noticed something different about the beer. Have a look as I rock the beer back and forth. I don't do this so much anymore, but I like the way the carbonation in the beer is chasing the head of the glass. You can see there's a depth to the beer. There's a brininess to the beer. Terrific. Don't let the name of the beer put you off. I totally recommend you trying the beer. Let's give the description. For this goes, oh, there we are. I've not read the can. Here we are. For this goes, we have collaborated with Churchfield's Salt Works. Oh, pardon me. Who have been extracting salt from one of the oldest and purest brine springs in the world, just down the road in Droitwich. That's amazing, because they made another beer from the Bourneville, a tribute to the Cadbury's Bourneville factory in Redditch, and that was just down the road from this brewery. So they got a lot of resources on their doorstep. So it's a blackcurrant, blueberry and Churchfield's purest salt combine to make this take on the classic sour beer. The subtle salinity allows the fruit to shine, giving you this standout double fruited goes. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's worth trying. Blueberry as well, which is fantastic. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.